From actually, he was from the Nation of Islam. He was a young man in the Nation of Islam, a teenager, in fact. I believe that he was only about maybe 18 or 19 when the leader of the Nation of Islam passed in 1975. That was my father, Elijah Mohammed. He wrote a book recently on the difference between the Nation of Islam and Islam. His name is El-Amin. El-Amin. I wish we had that book here. I would just give it to you. It would save me a lot of time, and you a lot of time. But I'll quickly try to give the difference. The Nation of Islam was put together to attract blacks whose egos had been crushed, and they had a strong need to feel good about themselves. They had a strong need to feel good about themselves. They had been made to believe that they were inferior, or the pressure was on them to fight that idea that they are created inferior. Blacks are created inferior. So the Nation of Islam was designed to counter that, to defeat that, to have just the opposite effect on black people. Instead of crushing the ego, to excite the ego, inflate the ego. But what it did, it inflated it too much. And you know what happens when you inflate a balloon too much? It pops. Yes, so that was the problem. It inflated the ego too much. It said that the black man was God. Literally, God. And that's what we were taught. There was no interpretation. We weren't taught to interpretate that. We were taught that black man was God, and there was no God before black man. Black man have always been God, we were taught. And we were taught that the white man was the devil, and there was no devil before the white man, and would be no devil after the white man. That's what we were taught. And we were taught that the black man created the universe, made the universe. And that when I think that was thunder. We were taught that hell, I'll give you that kind of catechism we were given. Say, what causes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? Say, all of this is caused by the Son of Man, the black man, the original man. That's what we were told. So the difference is so great that I would have to say to you that there is no religion further from Islam in America that I know of than the religion of the Nation of Islam. But at the same time, in that confusion, in that terrible, dense confusion, I have discerned the clear markings of the intention of the people who fabricated it. And their intention was to give us something so ridiculous that as we become better educated, we would have to reject it. But to make us love to say we are Muslims, to make us love to want to identify with the Muslims of the world, to make us love to want to say the Quran is our book, to make us love these Islamic terms that are precious to Muslims, like the city of Jerusalem, the Mecca, Medina, the city of Jerusalem, to make us fall in love with the things that real Muslims identify with, so that when we become intelligent enough to see that this is ridiculous, we would reject that, but we wouldn't reject being Muslims. And thank God it worked. Now, that's not to justify what they did. What they did can't be justified. Now, what I'm talking about is what W.F. Farad did, and he was the teacher of my father. He was a foreigner. And what my father did, following him and spreading that teaching. It can't be justified. But, thank God, it did work. And only God in the judgment will have all the answers for us. I don't have them. Okay.